Hey, what's up, everyone? This is David Greenspan, and you are listening to Season 2 of the Mindshare Podcast, a proud member of the Industry Syndicate Media Network. Additional podcasts are available at mindshare101.com and on all the major podcast platforms. This week's episode is sponsored by Kits Keep in Touch Systems. This is episode 96. He has over 32 years' experience selling real estate in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. He leads a team of professionals to be the most successful and recognizable real estate team in the area, and they are currently ranked number 3 in Canada. He has achieved the highest honors at RE/MAX, including Circle of Legends, Lifetime Achievement Award, and Diamond Awards. He has also been a speaker at RE/MAX and industry-wide national events, and is chairperson of Cross Canada Referrals, the largest referral and mastermind group of top-producing RE/MAX realtors in the country. It is my pleasure to welcome broker of record, owner, and the leader of Team Goran, the man himself, Goran Todorovic. Goran, welcome to the Mindshare Podcast.
Hey, brother, how are you?
I'm doing well, my man. I'm doing well. It's a pleasure to have you here today, buddy.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, man. I got to do my customary. Do me a favor, just give me a little smile. We're gonna get that posted up. No, it's awesome to have you here. And you know what? I titled today's show "How to Survive the Game of Real Estate," and I thought, you're a survivor. You've been around. You know what's going on. And listen, man, I'm not trying to call you old here, but more of a seasoned veteran, a professional. And then all the jokes aside, the reality is, when we look at the market we've just come through, and we look at maybe even the past 3 decades of real estate, you've seen ups and downs, you've seen different markets. And I guess, 32 years in the business, my question to you would be like, has this business really changed from the day you got in?
The business changed a lot, down to the basic, the human interaction, that'll never change. The belly to belly, the helping buyers and sellers, helping people achieve their goals and buying the home of their dreams or relocating to a city, that'll never change. The biggest thing that has changed in the real estate industry in the last 40 years was the digital signatures. The digital signatures is the biggest change that's happened. Before that was the fax machine. The fax machine somehow made life communication easier, but it's the electronic signature that has made the biggest change in the last 40 years. And the electronic signature is good and bad. Good if it's used, well, it's good if it's used right, but I hate to say it, but to the lazy agents listening, and if you're just emailing your offers, there's a better way. It's easy. Yeah, send. From your family room in your pajamas, you can send it to DocuSign, have your client sign it, send the offer off, and not present the offer.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing, though?
Thank you. That's a mistake.
Thank you. Tell me more about this, man, because you know what? This is something I posted about, I don't know, what feels like yesterday, but probably 6-8 weeks ago, maybe 5 weeks. I don't even remember. But I said the same thing: is how do we get back to presenting the offer?
Well, listen, if you want to win that offer, be there. Look, here's the goals. To win, and this is the part that's bugging me when I see agents just email their offers in. Who are you working for? Are you working for the seller? If you're working for the seller, then do the job right. The seller asks you to present that offer. Get off your bum. Go present the offer. Look the seller in the eye. Tell them about your clients. Make sure if you have a strong offer, if you can get it in a cash position, that's great. Second most important thing, big deposit. Big deposit. And bring the deposit check with you. I mean, I've been doing this for 32 years. We used to bring the check with us. Bring that darn check with you, and you turn to them, you say, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I have the check here. It's for $100,000. Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I'm not sure if your agent informed you, but there's been people that are writing offers and not closing on deals because they put a deposit in small deposits. I have $100,000, and my deposit check is here. So what that means is if you accept my offer tonight, You don't have to worry whether my deposit check is going to come in. And if you accept any of the other offers and if they don't have deposits tonight, what that really means, and your agent will tell you, right? You always respect the other colleague. Your agent will tell you that he has to or she has to wait till tomorrow to get the deposit. And if that deposit doesn't come in, you have no deal. But if you accept mine tonight, my check is right here for $100,000. The deal is done. I'll be outside in the foyer waiting for your answer. And by the way, before I leave, my buyers really want your home. And believe it or not, they're sitting in the parking lot waiting for your answer. Or they're at the Tim Hortons or Starbucks around the corner. I can get to them in 20 minutes.
That's powerful, man. We because we talk a lot about that, right? What are you going to do to get in there and be serious? And look, for everybody right now, this is a very timely part of the conversation because, well, everybody's dealing with multiples. I know I was speaking with a whole bunch of coaching clients of mine this morning on my different various calls. And it's a lot of that of like, oh, I wish I had more sellers, right? More listings right now, because right now I'm running around with buyers and we're doing a lot of work for very little return. And this right here is, well, what are you going to do to take advantage of it? How are you going to become the best offer that is presented? What kind of things have you done? And we all know, right? Conditions, irrevocable dates, deposits. Are you serious? Are you qualified? Sentimental value. Like there's a number of different things we can do to put ourselves in a better position. But you hit it right there. We're here. We're presenting the offer. We have money in hand. Do you want to do this right now or not? Do you want to run the risk of losing me so that you can sign back to an email and wait 24 hours?
And many times the agent, they call me back in, they say, look, their other offer is higher than yours. I can't get a hold of the agent. I've been calling him, but you're here. Yes, I am.
That's right.
Yes, I am here. Goran, can you get us 10 more thousand? I don't know. I'll tell you what. Would 10,000 do it? Yes. Counter my offer. Give me half an hour. Give me half an hour. I'll be around. That's all I'm asking is half an hour. You know what? While you're countering it, let me call my people right now. Because I'm there.
So the importance of getting in and actually presenting the offer, you're seeing as like the utmost importance. And when I asked, has the business really changed? When you come back to this electronic signature, I'm going to sit there right beside you and say that I think that's the lazy way of doing things.
I agree. Listen, brother, I remember presenting an offer one time. We were $30,000 less. $30,000. But let me tell you the key. I walked through the home. And as I'm walking through the home, I'm looking. And they have 3 daughters. These people have 3 daughters. I can see the pictures. But my clients have 3 daughters. Right? So we're going through the whole house. The kids are into karate and basketball. My clients are into karate and basketball. So I couldn't wait to present. And I turned to them, I said, Mr. Seller, my clients love your home. They have 3 daughters. And as soon as I said 3 daughters, they looked at each other.
Yeah.
And they touched hands. Well, shit, I knew they had 3 daughters because I see the pictures. and they really want to go down to the school up the street called Mount Carmel. Oh my God, that's the school my kids went to. I know because I saw the graduation pictures, right?
Yeah.
And my kids are into, so they took my offer. The agent had to explain to the other agent why they lost out 30,000. They took mine because I was there. And I told them the truth. That we have 3 daughters like they have, and they're into karate and basketball. And it's the human touch. The human touch will always be there, and we can never forget that. The human touch.
So, okay, let's go down that road then and say that, but I've been told that I'm not supposed to be going over to people's houses, or I'm scared to go over to people's houses, or those people are scared to have us in the house. And listen, at this time of our world of what's going on out there, to each their own, we need to be sensitive, though, to the fact that people all have their own opinions about what's going on, how they keep themselves safe, how they care themselves, etc. So what would you do in that situation then that says, because I mean, I love what you're saying here, right? Go in, present the offer. And again, this is a big thing for me. So everybody watching and listening, like I'm trying to figure out more how I can help you guys have more opportunities to present those offers. I think that you get a big chance to win, just as Goran is saying here. But Goran, I'm asking you, what happens in the event that you now cannot go in, and more of it
not
because
a problem.
Of a safety reason?
Yeah, not a problem. So that has happened.
Yep.
Right? I still don't email my offer. I tell the other agent, I want to present my, no, I'm sorry. I'll tell you what, Mr. Agent, I'm available on Zoom. Would you like Zoom? Would you like Google Hangouts? How would you like, because I have instructions from my buyers to present the offer. Hey, listen, I'd rather email it to you too, but they want me to present the offer. Let's get them on Zoom, right? I want to present my offer.
Yeah.
And by the way, I have that offer delivered, emailed the last minute, but the check is couriered to the agent, the deposit check. And I say to them, did you receive the deposit? Yes, wonderful. So what that means, Mr. Seller, your agent already has my deposit. If you accept my offer, your home is sold. If you accept any other offer, and do you have any other deposits? Right? You don't have to answer that question. It's okay, Mr. Agent.
Absolutely.
Maybe your client will ask you that. So I put that bug in there. There is no other deposits. I'm the guy.
Winner, right? Like it's just that simple. And I know.
And you tell your buyers, hey, Mr. Buyer, you want to win this home? This is what it takes to win. And they want to deal with the winner. And if you don't win that home, they're so captivated by you because they know you're there working for their best interest. So they're like, okay, we lost that one. We won't lose the next one. No, we won't. Right? Sometimes you can't win them all, but instead of losing 10, you might lose 2 or 3, and you'll nail it.
And what if the seller, or pardon me, the listing agent says to you, no, I'm just not letting you get to my clients?
Not a problem. So you're not interested in seeing my cash offer well above the asking price? No problem. Please relay that message to the sellers.
And that's it right there. And at that point, you're basically
Who
calling
am I
bluff.
working for?
Yeah, exactly.
I never lose focus of that. I'm always working for my buyers or sellers. Oh, by the way, I give every agent an opportunity to come into my big boardroom and we can socially distance ourselves and present the offer, or they're welcome on Zoom too. I give them that opportunity, everyone. So it's important. Give them the opportunity, but also expect that opportunity to present your offer. Presenting your offer is huge. So you asked me that question. Electronic signatures is the biggest thing that's changed in the last 40 years. And unfortunately, it made some agents lazier. A lot of agents lazier.
So, okay. So then what is our big advice on that then? I mean, I think it goes without saying, but the big advice being what? Scrap the digital signature or utilize the digital signature portion of it. But when you get to that final straw of actually presenting, that you make it a point to make your time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what? When you get a counter, print that offer, get that counter from them. And sometimes you guys sit in the car and go to your buyers in person and say, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, here's how it went down. Not over the phone. People's emotions are involved. This is the biggest single investment they're going to make in their life. And they want to hear it on the phone? What am I ordering, a freaking pizza? Ordering a pizza? People don't care what you know until they know that you care. Right here. See that?
There you go.
People, so it's always here in front of me. I called up my RE/MAX office, RE/MAX Care Realty, because we truly care about the people. Really, truly care. When you care about them and not care about yourself,
good things happen.
God will take care of you.
Good things happen.
Absolutely, buddy.
So tell me this, man. What when we go back in time, and I got to imagine you can remember this, but what did you do to get your first deal? I mean, how did you market yourself? Where did it come from? We get to this point where it's like, okay. And I mean, we still got people that wake up every morning now that sort of think, if I just get a deal that lands on my front door, I'm going to be winning today, right?
Yeah, and guess what they do? Roll back in bed and press snooze. Get your ass out of bed. Get to work. That's the answer. Look, I'm sorry. I can't sugarcoat it. I just tell
Buddy,
it.
You're talking mindshare language. Keep going. Don't worry.
Yeah, I call it the way it is. Look, listen, reality is reality. This is the best business and the worst business for the one same reason. And the same reason is all the freedom we have. There's no punch clock to punch. Nobody needs to be in here at 9 and leave at 5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love real estate. I set my own hours. What hours? What are you doing? Right? If you're getting up at 9, 9:30, and 10, it takes you an hour to get ready, do your makeup and your hair or whatever, right? And then, oh, I got to go meet some friends for Starbucks. Oh, no, it's lunchtime. And then after lunch, you come back to the office, and what did you do? What did you do? You did nothing, right? So with this real estate business, so I remember my very first deal. I was a kid. I was 20 years of age. I came out of high school. I went to the college. I took the course, and they said, you can sell real estate. I go, really? What are you people crazy? You give me a real estate license? I lived at home, dude. I didn't know what a hydro bill or a gas bill is. All I know is my parents would yell at me, hey, turn off the damn lights. All the lights are on in the house. Yeah, it costs some money, but I didn't know what it costs. I lived at home.
Yeah.
Being very honest and sincere here. But I knew one thing. I need to talk to people. I need to get to people. Every morning at 9 a.m. before the office opened, I was at the office. I made coffee. I don't even drink coffee. I made it for the secretary. I became best friends with the secretary. She leaves at 5. The night secretary would come in. I was best friends with her too, right? And 9 o'clock, everybody would leave. I'd be in the office. You need to be in the office. This home program and all this stuff, stay at home. What are you doing at home? What are you doing at home? You walk by that fridge and guess what? It's calling you. Open me. Open the fridge. So you open the fridge. You put more weight on. Now you feel really uncomfortable going to work the next day because the clothes are not fitting you fit good. Get out of the house. You're not making money in the house. Get out of the house. If you're not selling real estate today, get out of the house. Go meet people. I don't care where you go to the park. You got a dog? Walk the dog. Hey, how are you? Make sure the company you work for, you've got some kind of symbolism. REMAX for me. Any company you work for, make sure that they know what you do for a living. You're not undercover. And always dressed as a realtor. Are you a realtor? Are you a realtor? I would never know you're a realtor. How would I know? What are you, a secret agent?
What do you do to show people that you're a realtor each day then? I mean, you're always, you're always dressed well. I mean, at least for when I see you.
When I go to my kids' hockey rink, I wear a suit.
Okay,
Why?
there you go. So your thing is a suit.
Listen, buddy.
Not everybody's thing is a suit, but what to you would be that right way? You know, do you wear you've got the pin on, the lapel pin? Do you wear the pin everywhere you go?
Whenever I'm dressed like this, I wear the pin. If I'm wearing casual clothes, or I won't put the pin.
Okay.
But people need to know what you do for a living.
Yep.
I'm pumping gas. They say hi. I say hi.
Have you got the car wrapped at all?
I've had cars. I have my team members. I have my photographer drives a Team Goran car.
Okay.
This car I have now is not wrapped.
Okay.
But people see the pin. People love to talk about real estate.
Absolutely.
Right. So tell them who you are. Tell people that what you do for a living. When you go to a party, mingle. Parties are less now. You shouldn't be going to any party. Stay home. Stay home. I what Mr. Ford says, I agree, right? We don't need to spread COVID, but get into now, my God, now is the opportune time. Now is the opportunity, because you cannot go to parties. You can't see these people. So what can you do? Don't tell me what you can't do.
Yeah.
I know what you can't do. Tell me what you can do.
So what can you do? Let's talk about that.
That's right. So what can you do? Pick up the phone. Simple conversation. Hey, it's Goran from REMAX. How are you? How are you and your family doing during these times?
So simple, isn't it?
Yeah. And then, how's homeschooling? Are the kids in school? Yeah. And all of a sudden you're a teacher too, right? Yeah. Have a conversation. Do not open your mouth about real estate. You know why? Because they're going to bring it up. You're going to circle back. So, Goran, how are you? Oh, my God, Goran, I hear the real estate market is really strong. Is it going to be strong forever? What's going on? Right now, it's good. Right? They'll talk to you. Should we sell? Absolutely. We don't know what the future is going to bring. Right? Just have a conversation.
So is that how your first deal came about then? Was it that you just picked up the phone and started calling people? I mean, we've got people that'll say, I don't know anybody. I'm new to the country. I'm new to the town. I'm new to the city. I'm new here. I'm new there. I don't have a big enough database.
Buddy, put me in any city. Fly me into any city you want. In 3 years, I'll be the #1 agent.
There you go.
Is that arrogant and cocky coming out of me? Yes.
It's
But
confidence. It's confidence. I
know what it takes.
So what does it take? Let's talk to that then, because again, I want to know, where did the first deal come from? Like, what did you do to get it? But much the same, the way I see you, and again, it's been years we've known each other. We've spoken God knows how many times. So I get the man, and I understand the drive and the passion for the industry and the business itself. And that's where the success comes from. That being said, 32 years, hitting some of the top levels you can possibly hit, you're still going. Like, you're still working hard and grinding.
You know what, buddy? I love
That's a good thing. I say that in all positive.
I love what I do. And I know it's kind of weird. I said to my son last night, him and I were talking. He's 14. I said, Ilya, whatever you do in life, as long as you enjoy doing what you're doing. I love what I do. I come to the office every day. I'm excited to come to work. Like, I'm pumped to come to work because I love what I do. Honestly, I love what I do. I love making people happy. I have a great day. The shit happens, once in a while, things sliding sideways, but you redirect them and get them down the path, right? Yeah. That's key.
So you love doing this, and that's how the business comes about. What do you hate doing?
So here's the deal. So when I first got into real estate, I took a Jerry Bresser course. I live in Windsor. They made us drive to Sarnia every day. So we carpooled to Sarnia. If you guys know geographically where I'm at, we some days we cut across the U.S. because it's closer. Other times we went all the way around. For 2 weeks, every day, Jerry Bresser. It was fantastic. I still have them in here. I have those notes that I made. And when I open those notes and I read those notes, guess what? It's the same.
It's the same
no other training. It's the same training they train today, right? So I took the course, got on the phone. There was this thing called the City Directory. We opened it up, whatever, and you start calling, right? Pick a street, pick area. And I met Fauzi and Patricia. They wanted to buy a home. I sold them a home in Factoria. You'll never forget your first deal.
No, that's why I was asking, right?
Love.
Yeah, that's the one, right?
Yeah, that's the one. And after I sold the home to them, I told them, you were my first. They were shocked. They thought I was business forever. But I hustled. I worked.
Yeah.
They called me. I was there. Like, there was no working around my schedule. I worked around their schedule. Whatever it took. And then what I did, after I sold that home, I door knocked. But I door knocked in that area. Hi, my name is Goran. I just sold the house up the street. Are you thinking of selling? Do you know anybody else who is? Hi, my name is Goran. I just sold the house up the street. Are you thinking of selling? Do you know anybody else who is?
Slam,
Hi,
slam,
yeah.
no. And all of a sudden.
Yeah. I don't, but my daughter does, and she lives in the Riverside area. Well, wonderful. Can I get her name and number? Or would you like to call her now?
Wait a second. Hold on. Learning moment for everybody right there. That was the close. So pay attention to what he just did. He did not give you an out to say no. He says, can I get the number, or would you prefer to call right now?
Yeah, let's get her on the phone. I'm here right now.
I didn't give you the option to tell me later. I didn't give you the option of, well, let her know. I didn't give you the option of, okay, whatever. It was, give me the phone number or call her yourself right now. But it's happening now. Love it.
And from then, I realized it's getting to the people, clients. Now listen, life has, gotten busier. We use Follow Up Boss because we generate hundreds of leads a week. And so now it's busier. But at that time, a piece of paper, pen, we kept track of what's going on because the business wasn't as busy at that time. I never dropped a call. I never disrespected a client. Ever, never, ever, ever, ever.
Ooh, we got to talk to that for a moment. I put a question out in a group, could have been 12 months ago now. I don't even remember anymore. And we had over 400 comments. And I said, what annoys you most about other realtors? And those two things just came up. Number one, lack of respect. Number two, and this was a question in a realtor group. So it was me asking a bunch of realtors what everybody hates about other realtors. So lack of respect and people not following up, like not returning calls. Those are the top two biggest things. And you just said to find all of your success was to realize that you had to respect everybody and return every single call.
I'm sorry. I mean, it's not that difficult. Some of these agents just blow me away. My cell number is 519-919-9999. My cell number can be heard on TV, on radio, everywhere. And it's right here. And if you call it, I'll answer the damn phone. Not right now, but as soon as I'm done. But other realtors, they think they're rock stars. Oh, I can't give you my cell number? Seriously?
Yeah.
Who the heck do you think you are? You sell real estate. You need people to call you. The interaction between realtor is hugely important. Hugely important. I pick up the phone and I talk to them. Hey, how's it going? What's the number? What are you people looking at? Guess what? A weak agent talking to a stronger agent will tell them everything.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's my job to ask.
Mm-hmm.
It's their job to say no.
Absolutely. If you don't ask, you don't know.
But it's their job to say no to me. But they never say no. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, thank you. Okay. But I just won. I just won for my buyers. I'm there to win.
Yeah.
You know, look, if you think you're a secret agent and you don't want to give your cell number out there, you should be in a different business. How to get more business is be out there. Be everywhere. Be at your kids' basketball. Be at your kids' soccer. Be at your sponsor the team. Sponsor. But don't just sponsor, throw money at it and never show up. If you're going to sponsor a baseball team or a soccer team, sponsor them. Make sure they all know who you are. You know how?
Exactly.
Sponsor them. Buy them the jerseys for $400 or $500 or $1,000. But guess what else? Be the hero, right? I've got a company that I throw a $1,500 to $2,000 regularly at a pizza place, right? I just put it on my credit card, and then whenever I order pizza, they just deliver. They just deliver wherever I tell them. So I show up, a couple king-size pizzas for the kids, some pop. I just fed the kids dinner. Saved mommy and daddy to feed the kids dinner. Mommy and daddy are happy. Kids are happy, right? Always be out there. Always be in their eye. Out of sight, out of mind.
We call it building mind share.
By building mind share. 100%. That's what it is. Building mind share. Being in their face.
It is, though. It is, right? And
how many agents listening have you been asked? How many times have you been asked by people, hey, are you still in real estate? Oh, yeah. Why would I be in real estate? I've been in real estate. They don't ask me anymore. They used to. Hey,
yeah, but Goran, I'm concerned. Like, I don't want to bombard people. There's a common one that comes up, right? Well, I don't want to be in their face too much.
Yeah, but listen, when people call and you say, oh, I don't want to call them back. They called you asking for real estate information, right? So this is the truth. You call them and they're not answering. And you leave messages, they're answering. Listen, they have every intention to do real estate business with you. The only problem they're not answering, you didn't catch them at a good time. They're taking to Johnny to basketball or Joanne, the daughter, to skating. There's something going on in their house. There was chaos. You take their dog, the dog was barking. They couldn't answer the phone. They say on average it's the 12th time. The 12th time people will answer. Sometimes you do a breakup call. Hey, it's Goran from Team Goran's office here at RE/MAX. I left you a few messages. I don't want to be annoying to be a stalker. I'm sorry if I'm bothering you. I won't bother you again. I just wanted to leave a message. Hey, Goran, hey, listen, buddy, you're not bothering us.
No, we've been busy. I'm sorry. I should call you back.
That's the breakup call, right?
I love that one. You know how many times that's worked? Like, I use that on a regular. I mean, when it just gets to that point where, again, you just know. So you're like, hey, no worries. No, I've just been tied up.
You know what works better? Double call, triple call. Call, they don't answer, hang up. Call again. They won't get oh, sorry, I was just about to leave you a message. The machine didn't come on.
Absolutely.
Because it's the truth. You were going to wait.
That's, guys, everybody listen, that's what you call a support mechanism, right? So again, he's supporting the relationship by making the phone call. He's supporting the phone call by potentially making another phone call or sending an email to say, I called you. And it's that constant be there, of course, being, present and building mind share, using a cross-channel approach. And Goran, when you talked about the door knock and the cold call, and I'll tell you for myself as well, when I started Kits, which we started 16 years ago.
Awesome product.
Thank you, man. And very grateful for all your support. I sat in a room, and you probably, who knows if you remember these calls from me, but it was me literally in a room doing the exact same thing. I pulled up every single brokerage in the entire country. I started from A. I didn't know who was big, who was small. I didn't know how many agents, whatever. Hi, my name is David. I want to tell you about variable data. Huh? Click. Hi, my name is David. And then it just started happening. And I mean, now we can stand here 16 years later and say, there's thousands of people that have signed up for the kits, and we are so incredibly grateful. That has, presented the opportunity to obviously develop into Mindshare 101, which started about 5 years ago.
Awesome.
And all of that is because of just really, like literally, not being too good, not being a secret person, picking up the phone and calling, doing the door knock, slugging through the trenches to build the business. And even today, to sit back and say, we've got a wonderful business running, which is growing every single day. Again, amazing.
Awesome.
But that is because we have not stopped from what we did day one. We still do it. I've already made 30 calls today. We're sitting at the 1 p.m. Eastern time frame. I've already been on the phone with 30 different people that were scheduled follow-up calls. Never mind the coaching clients I've already spoken to this morning. Never mind the emails I've answered and the social media engagements I've done. You want to talk about income-producing activities, and this is not about me, but I'm saying for everybody listening, your emails, your social media, your phone calls, seeing people. This is how you build your business. This is what Goran's talking about, getting out there and talking to people.
Yeah, and those people, if they ghost you, by ghosting is they're not responding back to you,
yep.
Right? Look at why they called you first, right? If they called you, for example, we have a subdivision here called Forest Glade, right? If they called you for the Forest Glade area and they've ghosted you, and what are you doing? You're calling, hey, it's Goran from Team Goran's office. Yeah, I see you're looking for the Forest Glade area. If you see anything, give me a call back. No, dude. If they ghost you, text them.
You see, you've got the benefit, and I've said this before, that a text is an active touch point. So we've got our 7 ways to communicate. For everybody who doesn't know what the 7 ways are, again, go to mindshare101.com, download the ebook. It's right there. It's free. It's on the homepage. The idea, though, it's a mix between your active and your passive touch points. And a text message is an active touch point. I've forever said, do not have a signature on your text message. Do not blast masked text messages, because the minute you go mass, everybody's going to realize what you're doing. The minute it's got a signature, they're going to know what you're doing. Instead, keep it real cash. Like if it's me to you, it's like, hey, G, give me a call when you get a minute, right? And you're going to know you got my number on your phone. You know who's texting you, because we've got a relationship. And that's where the gold comes from.
Shoot him a text. Are you still looking for that home in Forest Glade? Are you still looking for the 3-bedroom, 2-bath with the 1-car garage in Forest Glade?
Yep.
Question mark. They're going to reply back to you because they'll think, oh, somebody came up for sale,
yep.
Right? When people reply back, are you looking for yourself or are you looking for investment? So a key question. They're going to reply back, oh, we're looking for a home. Oh, you are? What kind of home are you looking for? Right? When you throw it, like, are you looking for investment or are you looking for a home for your family? Right? But you have to be constantly in touch with clients. And please, the worst mistake any agent can make is pick up the phone. You're calling you about 555 Main Street, and the very first question we ask is, are you working with a realtor? Are you working with a realtor? Probably not, but you're forcing them to think of a realtor because they probably know a realtor. Everybody knows a realtor.
Mm-hmm.
There's 54,000 realtors in the GTA, right? Half of them driving cab and
Just
Uber. Right? So don't ask him that. Don't ask him, will you be qualified? I'm going to think, relax. Show them that you care.
Yep.
It's not about you, it's about them.
Dig for the need.
That's right. Find out what the need is. Help them with that.
Absolutely.
And then you'll realize that, no, they don't have a realtor. They got some financing, but maybe you need to help them with that a little bit. You'll have a customer for life.
What do you hate doing to get business? And just before you answer that, I would say that sales is a grind, right? You are going to be told, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing every single day, you're going to be told no, and you're going to be disappointed more than you're told yes, and more than you're pleased with the outcome. And that sounds negative, but that's not negative. That's just reality, right? Because we are out there trying to get people to say yes, trying to get people to, spend some money, do something, use our services. And so most of us are programmed to say no. I mean, Chris Voss talked about this at Reality in Niagara Falls that time. We're programmed to say no. So how
you go in the store, you walk into a store, hi, can I help you? Oh, just looking.
Yeah, right. Okay. Right away, we're going, no. When I'm ready, I'll tell you I'm ready.
Exactly.
So we know that we're going to be told no very often, right? So there's, you could say the cold calling sucks, the door knocking sucks, talking to people sucks, because you're almost setting yourself up for disappointment. However, the more you shoot, the more you score. Again, now prefacing with that, now I come back to the question, say, what do you absolutely hate doing to get business?
I have a hard time answering that question.
Okay.
You know why?
I thought you might say that, in fact.
Because business comes in all forms, in all aspects, and it comes from different angles. There is really, really no business that I don't like. I have a couple pet peeves. I have a pet peeve when, I live in Windsor, which is a border of Detroit. I'm 3.5 hours out from Toronto. I have a pet peeve when unqualified agents want to come to the Windsor market and do real estate and have no idea of the values. They're not doing their clients a job. They're not doing their clients a justice. And then they say to me, well, show my clients some homes and we'll give you a 25% referral fee. What? I'm going to do all the work. You just stay home, Mr. Realtor, and I'll send you a 25% referral fee, and we'll make sure your client is well taken care of. You got a pet peeve about that. Maybe those kind of referrals that I'm not crazy about, because they're not doing a good job. All those agents care about them getting 75%, them getting a paycheck. Who cares about their buyer? And that's wrong. I'm sorry, but that's wrong. And if you're an agent that disagrees with me, then you're wrong, because it's not about you, it's about your clients. Your clients need to win. Sorry.
We see all too much of that. You referenced, the amount of agents in the GTA alone, never mind the entire country. There are a lot of people doing this part-time. There are a lot of people that are going to pull on the coattails to get the deal because they need the deal, not because they're there to help their clients. And what's important to understand, everything that Goran's telling us and everything that we learn on a regular basis, this is about how you can help other people. This is about how you can service other people, how you can help them with their needs, satisfy those needs, help them move into the home of their dreams, because it is the biggest investment of their entire life.
It truly is.
That's what we're there to do.
And it's not about us. Get us out of the way. It's about them. But the buyer and the seller.
Tell me, when you say that, sorry, Goran, personal branding, right? It's important to an extent, for sure. There are people that don't do a good enough job at it in any way, shape, or form. There's nothing they do to brand themselves. There are other people where I think that they make it all about them and their brand, and really what you're buying is into this experience of working with their brand rather than, again, the service they perform. What's your thought on that, on an agent or a team or a group that is really so focused on just their brand rather than, again, what is that?
Funny you say that.
You know where I'm going with that, right?
It's funny you say that. So I was in London Sunday, Monday. I drove up Sunday, played some golf with a couple of my buddies, and then stayed overnight and played golf on Monday and drove home. And while we were downtown, we saw a couple of billboards of some agents, and all it was the agent's picture and the company they work for. What the heck's that? That's a business card. Like, what's it telling him? What's it telling me? What? Right? Our billboard's the one we're just going up again. It's my agent and I at every billboard. Each of my agents are on every billboard with me. The last one we did, I was wearing a mask with a heart, holding a heart, thanking the essential workers. Nice. The other agent was on the opposite side, right, holding a sold sign, like the sold sticker. And in the middle, it says, selling real estate while keeping you safe.
Cool.
Right, and I'm wearing the mask, right? So the images, we're selling real estate. She's holding sold while keeping you safe. What's most important right now? What's in everybody's mind? Being safe. Being safe. Nobody wants to get sick. You don't want to bring the sickness into anybody's house, God forbid. So, give a tagline. I have billboards also going on. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home today. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home today. There's a reason for them to call me, right? Your billboards, you need to have a message. Your radio, I'm big on radio, right? And on TV, I have the Barbara Corcoran commercial. And Steve Bell says he's a big radio announcer in City Windsor here at AM 800. He's been with them, I think, for 40 some years. Everybody knows Steve Bell. He's the head sports announcer. He talks for about a minute about me. A minute on radio is forever.
Mm-hmm.
It's not when you say, thinking of buying or selling real estate? Call Goran. I'll get you home so fast. Not me. They don't want to hear my voice. Of course, I'm going to say nice things about me. It's me.
Yeah.
And other people say nice things about you.
That's right.
That's key. Your Google reviews. Check out your Google reviews. Your Facebook. And if you're not asking for them, ask for them. But ask for them immediately on the firm sale. When that firm sale comes in, people, they love you. The clients love you. They think you're the best thing since sliced bread. And then you say to them, did you enjoy your experience? Would you mind? Email them. Ask for a review. We're the highest Google reviewed team office in the city of Windsor. We ask all the time.
But you're asking that moment when you sign, when you firm up.
When you firm up.
Okay, listen, this is, and not just you, but everybody, I have long talked about the sweet spot of referrals. And the sweet spot is to exactly what Goran just said, because when you picture it, firmed up, everything is good. I just signed the deal. I am like a kid in a candy shop. All I want to do is tell the world, oh my God, I just bought a house. I have to tell my friends.
And I have the best realtor in the world.
Right. What are people asking you? At that moment, they're asking you, who is your realtor?
Because they're bragging. They're bragging, telling what a great deal. And if it wasn't for so-and-so, I wouldn't have got that deal. So they're bragging. They can't wait to tell the whole world.
It's like when you go to the vacation and like you go to this resort. I mean, it was the best resort, the best restaurant, the best food. Nobody wants to say, well, I kind of went to like the second-rate place, right? We want to brag. But now let's fast forward on that and say the moment to ask is at firm, at close. As you fast forward and you go 30, 60, 90 to actually when they move in. If you are not there, if you are not holding their hand, if you did not ask for the referral, if you did not sit there and stay there and be there for them the same way you were the whole time you were trying to find them the house or sell their house, they're going to kind of get a little bit upset. You've kind of treated it like cold turkey. You've cut me off. Then all of a sudden you're going to walk back in on like the move-in day and go, hey, here's a basket of fruit or a big screen TV. Listen, nobody's excited about you anymore. We're now excited to be in the house. So that's not the moment where you're going to get the review. You're going to get it at the moment you sign that deal. Love the fact that you brought that up.
At that moment is when they love you, and don't ever lose aspect of that. Listen, you've been with these people. It's the single biggest investment they're going to make in their life, and you've been their friend, holding their hand during the whole time. And I don't know about you guys, but I have a ton of friends that I met by selling real estate to them or selling their real estate. A lot of my friends are clients. So you're driving with these people, you're chauffeuring, you might have dinner with them. You might have a coffee on the fly.
You might mediate a fight at their kitchen table between the spouses.
That's right.
You
become their friend and you sold them the perfect home and they're super excited. They're going to tell you, it's going to say nice things about you. And it's still fresh in their head. They remember after they forget, right? So that's important, and stay with them. Contact them, and that referrals come in huge. And you know what? Reach out to them and say, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I really appreciate the review you left for me. That was awesome. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed the experience with you also. And if you know anybody thinking of buying, selling real estate, I would greatly appreciate if you can pass my name on. By them saying yes, they will, because they like you. You're a nice person.
Does most of your business, and you mentioned that, and obviously building up the team, which I want to ask you about in a moment here, but you mentioned that you get a lot of new leads regularly, and that's based on the systems you got in place. But I'm curious to know, when we look at the majority of business that you bring in, is this more a repeat referral type of business that is coming in, or are you seeing the majority of your stuff from like the cold strangers, the people you don't know?
Both. Truly both, because our business is getting bigger and every year is bigger and bigger, thank God. So it's both. There's a huge past clients, obviously, because I've been in the business for a long time, but also a lot of new business because, our advertising, we are everywhere, and people see us and they want the royal treatment. They want to be treated like all of our other clients that they read about on Google and Facebook and so on.
you brought up the billboards and then talked about being everywhere. And I want to touch on one thing just as I switch topics there about the billboards.
Billboards, I don't do one. Can't do one. I'm sorry. I don't care what city you live in. It's a big city.
Yep.
I don't care what town you live in. It's a big town.
Yep.
Right? Human nature. I want to not what you do now, but your previous job, or ask your parents, or they drove to work one way. They went to certain roads, and that's how they went to work, and they went back. They didn't drive around town like we do, right? So you need more than one billboard. I have 20 billboards going out, right? Yes, my budget's maybe a little bit bigger than some others, right? But you have to be out there. Maybe don't do a billboard every month. Do 12 in 1 month. Do 12 in 1 month and crush that city. And everybody will know who you are. And guess what? I guarantee you, a year from now that you've been on the billboards, a year after, people will still say to you, "Oh, I see you on the billboards everywhere." Because that 1 month, you were everywhere. Powerful.
That's where I was going was, because I had said that as well, coming back from that trip that I took out in the summertime to Tofino on the bike. Coming back, you're seeing a lot of small towns, a lot of big cities, a lot of billboards, a lot of everything. And one of the things becomes is that repetition. And we talk about consistency all the time. And it hit me because I said at the moment, we're driving along, we're riding along, whatever it be. We cannot read everything you've put on that billboard. And if the biggest thing I get from you is your photo, then I've missed the contact info because I don't know how to get a hold of you. So here I am the other day, I'm over the weekend, we went out to Muskoka, we're on our way back. And as we're driving down, I see a billboard and seriously injured, call. And it's a guy's face, but it literally just seriously injured, call 1-800, whatever, something law. Right. And I went, got the message. Like one billboard, I got the message. Well, I drove another kilometer, 2 kilometers, and bang, there was the same exact billboard. Another K or 2K later, the exact same billboard. You got to believe that by that time I got the message. And this is something I say to everybody is that when you're going to put up the billboards, you've got to make it legible. There's got to be a way that when I'm driving by, I can actually read what your message is. I can relate to it. I can get, like you said, give them something to do, tell them why, right? And now hopefully we can spark people to come to us as opposed to, hey, look at my mugshot. Or you got the people that do that. Like, what is that? What are you so angry about? No, I'm not angry. So why do you look like you got something stuck somewhere?
I have no idea. I see some of those pictures and I sometimes shake my head and I'm like, what the what?
Like, you need to be personable, friendly. People got to want to, work with you. But anyhow, I want to know from you, again, we talk about your progression through the business. We talk about all the things that you've done and the real work, like rolling up your sleeves into still as we speak here today, you do these things. You did at one point, though, start a team.
Yes.
How long ago did you do that? And in what moment, and where I'm going with the question is for anybody thinking about a team, a partnership, a group, whatever, and kind of going, I think I need to grow. When did you realize it was time? And what was kind of that first step to do it? Like maybe I got to bring on an admin, or I've got to bring on another, a buyer's rep. Like when did you realize it? And then what did you do to do that?
Yeah. So to be honest, I got serious when I got married. When you got married and, soon after we got married, we found out we were pregnant. Then, for me, I'm a big family guy and, a big believer in God, and life changed me. I said, I'm taking this job seriously. And I realized that I needed an assistant. Listen, to anybody listening to me, you all need an assistant. If you want to make more money, get an assistant. Get an assistant because she or he will fine-tune you and get you busier. Because now you're accountable to somebody. Remember this business easy in? You're accountable to that person. So that's going to motivate you to be busy, keeping that person busy, and you're going to become busier. Listen, try it for 3 months and call me back and say, Goran, you were right. Because I guarantee I'm right. I guarantee it. And then I worked at Remax. I'm still with Remax. I own my own brokerage now.
Mm-hmm.
I needed to grow the team. So it's always easier to grow within your office. So I went to the broker. I asked and didn't get the answer I wanted. So what did I do? I went to the person that cuts the checks and the payroll. And she knows who's in trouble, who hasn't paid their bills. I I go, hey, do you know anybody need some help selling real estate? So she gave me a bunch of names. I approached them. I go, look, I got too many leads, man. Like, you need some help. So that's how it started. You know, my assistant Enza is still with me from day one. I do everything from the heart. Everything comes from my heart. I treat people the way I want to be treated. Love, respect. You know, when we hire a new hire, when the first day they arrive, there's flowers waiting for them. Welcome to the team. I mean, everything we do is above and beyond, and all comes from the heart. Money, I don't care what it costs, as long as everybody is treated well. Money's a byproduct. And then that's how my team started. And then we just grew by bringing on good people.
And in that time also, because and we said this off the top there, you run a really large referral mastermind group of some like serious top producing agents. The question really here is, why do you spend your time doing this? Like, what's the benefit to you? Because, and listen, I do a lot of polling when we do our events, and I ask people, what do you love doing to get business? What do you hate doing to get business? Where do you see most of your business? And one thing we always learn is that there's a lot of times, I said this with Tim Hudak the other day on the podcast, was, you know, most people don't want to go out and give away free value. They don't want to create these seminars. They don't want to take the time to do things that they feel are not working towards a deal. Now, I will sit here and define what you're doing with the group as a income producing activity. That being said, many people, if they're not working towards a deal, don't feel like it is and don't want to put their time into it. So again, why do you spend your time doing this? What benefit are you getting from it?
I'm going to tell you, brother. I've been doing this for 32 years. Now more than ever, I want to give back to this industry. I want to give back to this industry. When I say to this industry, I want to give back to the people. I want to help people live better lives. I know this might sound weird to you. It's what I do. I also run a local Zoom with all the realtors here in Windsor, all my competitors. I offer them good value. I had you as a speaker before, David. You were excellent. They thanked you, and I thank you.
Thank you.
But I do that because there's a ton of money to be made. And I want to help them because when I got in the business, I didn't have the help. There was no training. And every brokerage out there, they promise you training and they don't give you training. I'm sorry. It is what it is. 90% of the brokerages out there, they tell you, oh, we'll give you training. They give you training by naming some top trainers. We have Buffini, we have Leader, we have so-and-so. Really? You have what? What are they going to do? I'm going to sit in front of the TV and listen? Shit, I can do that at home, right? That's not training. That's not real life training. That's crap. I'm sorry, you know. And I'm going to tell you something else. The real estate business is broken. David, maybe you want a whole different. I'm very passionate about this.
I know.
Maybe you want a whole other different hour on this. The real estate business is broken.
We're going to do it again.
Because this one is. You know, any brokerage you go to, they want you.
You guys can tell if you're watching. For those of you that are listening to this on audio, you can't see his reactions. But if you're watching the video, for all of you that are, you can see the passion coming out of him.
Thank you. You know, I am a broker owner of Remax Care Realty. I'm very proud to be that broker owner. And I'm going to tell you, each of my agents that work here are going to do extremely well because I care about each and every one of them. I care about each. I go to bed and I wake up about thinking about each and every one of them. I truly do. You know, and I'm going to tell you, the real estate system is broken. It's crap when you go to ABC Realty, I'm a brand new agent. We were all brand new at one time. Mm-hmm. I go to ABC Realty and the broker says, I'm going to give you training. I'm going to give you everything. I said, okay, I need training. They don't give me anything. And I say, okay, so where's the leads? And they say, what leads? Go get them yourself. So I have to advertise ABC Realty in big letters and my name in small letters. They're going to call ABC. They're going to call me. When the phone comes into ABC, they're going to give it to an agent that's going to get the job done, not me, because I'm a schmuck. I'm new. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm not going to get those calls. But I'm still advertising the company. And I got all these fees to pay. That's crap. The system is broken.
So what do we do to fix it?
If you're a broker owner of the company, like I am, it's my job to put bread on the table. It's my job to bring the opportunities. It's my job to advertise and bring those leads in. This is what I believe in. This is my job. I'm the broker owner. and I have that title under my name, then get to work and get enough opportunities for everybody in your office. And let me tell you right now, I'm blessed. I, honest to God, truly blessed. When my agents say to me, Goran, I have too many opportunities. I'm too busy. We need to hire more people. And we are hiring more people. I just hired a manager to bring on more train. But it's not just bringing people on. It's training him to do it right, to do the job properly. I brought in a couple agents, one 4.5 years in the business, one 1.5, and I asked them a question. I already knew the answer. So when you went to that company, they gave you training, or was the training your roommate that was in your office you were sharing with? And he starts laughing because, yeah, it's the only training I got. So you're sitting with somebody that doesn't know business, forgot the business, is still writing offers or doing the old forms because they're in old school, and they say, how about this buyer agency? Don't worry about the buyer agency. What? Multiple representation. What's that? You need to be trained. You can't expect to make the money that we make taking a course for 5-6 months. Seriously? And you're going to go listen to some speaker and pump you up? No, dude. You need real life training. I'm sorry. I'm very passionate about this
No,
business.
listen, man. I don't disagree with you. I mean,
it upsets me when I see brokers that take advantage of their people, because I've been taken advantage of. All the money that I've given away and spent is crime. It's a crime. The broker owners should be ashamed of themselves, and they should be doing a better job. And any of the broker owners listening, if you want to challenge me, 919-9999, area code 519, call me. I'd love to talk to you and show you how you're wrong. And please show me how I'm wrong, because it's your job to get the leads for your agents. You're been in the business for a long time. You're the one with the big name on the hockey rinks. Bring the client, bring the agent's business so they can, and train them properly when the lead comes in, what to do with it. That's all I got to say.
Hey, man, listen, you know what? It's again, coming from, look, my arena, as you know, is all about coaching and training agents. And one thing that I've been able to build a brand around is from not sugarcoating. And that's why I love everything you're spitting today, because it's not about the sugarcoat. It's not about the following, the herd like a bunch of sheeple. This is about leading the way. This is about going out and working hard and literally, I'll call it hustling hard every single day to get what you want. Not just expecting that it's going to come to you, or not just being complacent by spending a bunch of money and, wishing upon a star that something's going to happen. It doesn't work like that. You've got to get out there and you've got to make it happen. Now, just as we're tailing off here, we're approaching our hour, and I'm about to take us off air and open up our private VIP room for our Mindshare Masters, so they can have a chance to ask you a few questions here in our private group. But I want to ask you before we go here, what do you think is the best way? And this is kind of the parting words here, okay? What do you think is the best way for an individual agent, potentially even a team, okay? Either way, what can realtors do to remain relevant? What advice and parting words have you got for everybody that's tuned in today, that's listening to the audio as this gets syndicated across all the major platforms? What can people do to remain relevant out there and continue to, have a fighting chance to win?
Top of mind. Be the Kleenex in the tissue. In the tissue market, be the Kleenex. When somebody reaches, give me a Kleenex. It's a tissue. It could be Royale, it could be whatever it is, right? So be that person. Call the schools. And maybe now during COVID, maybe it's not the best time, but each school has career day, right? Be the local expert in your area, whatever that is. Yes, sponsor the kids' baseball, basketball, soccer, whatever that is. Listen, to sponsor those teams is not a lot of money. $500, $600, $1,000. But don't just sponsor, show up with pizzas. Be that you truly care as a sponsor, not just throwing some name on the back of the kid's jersey. Be in there. Look, out of sight, out of mind. They will always ask you, do you still sell real estate? You know why? Because they don't see you. But the most important thing of all of this, we all have a video camera in our pockets. Shoot them a video. People need to get to know, like, and trust faster than ever before. How are they going to do that? They're going to do that by knowing you, liking you, and getting to trust you faster. How? Through a video. You know, if you get a client that you have a listing appointment at 3 o'clock today, why text them? Hey, I'll see you at 3 o'clock. Pick up the phone. Hey, it's Goran from Team Goran's office here at REMAX. Just want to say I'm looking forward to meeting you today at 3 o'clock. See you then. Boom. Guess what? Just send them a message. They see what I look like, because maybe my billboards are out of date. Maybe some of yours too. And also, they see that I'm dressed. Or I'll see you there tomorrow. But they see that I'm working today. I'm dressed. I'm dressed as a realtor. I'm working. I'm not playing golf. I'm not in my bikini, my bathing suit. I'm working. Because the other person didn't send them a video. Just send them a video text. 30 seconds, 20 seconds. That's powerful. Video.
That's how you remain relevant. Boy, you sound like you've been following some Mindshare content there, my friend. Awesome. Goran, where can people find you? I know you gave out your cell number a whole bunch of times there. If you want to give that again, and then is there anywhere else on social media, website? Where can people go to just connect more?
Yeah, Team Goran. REMAX Care is the company. CARE, Care, REMAX Care. TeamGoran.com. My cell number is 519-919-9999. Or again, Goran at TeamGoran.com. That's my direct email. Go right to me, nobody else. And Goran is GORAN at TeamGoran.com. And please, reach out to me if you have any questions. Anything, I'm an open book. If you want to see how much money I spend on certain things, I'll share it with you. And that's the other thing I want to tell you. But CCR, and so on, I think I deviated. Share. The wheel is round. Why do we have to reinvent the wheel? Reach out to our colleagues across Canada, across the United States. What are they doing? Somebody brought in a door hanger one time. Showed a door hanger. That person grabbed it, made it better, and brought it back. Look what I did with your idea. Like, we're all in this together. Let's love and respect each other.
Goran, thank you. Insightful words today. An amazing story about how you've survived 32 years in the game, and how you've really you've hit the top levels. So it's great insights once again. Thank you for helping everybody here build Mindshare today.
Thank you, brother. God bless you all.
You're either listening to this on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, or Spotify. Or maybe you downloaded our free Industry Syndicate podcast app. Or maybe you went to my website, mindshare101.com. And while you're on my site, make sure to download your free copy of the 7 Ways to Communicate ebook to help you build more Mindshare so that you can get more market share. And if you want to talk about personalized one-to-one coaching to help you get to your next level, just get in touch with me. We'll set up a free consultation call to learn more about what you're looking to achieve and, well, how I will help you do just that. Wherever you like to consume your content, please rate, review, and subscribe. And if you haven't yet, connect with me on Facebook at Mindshare101 and on Instagram at DavidGreenspan101. This has been another episode of the Mindshare Podcast. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.